interphase. I know that this is interphase because I can see my plasma membrane of the cell. I can see the nucleus. I can see all the strands of genetic material on the inside. And I can also see the little red dot, which is my nucleolus. Interphase 2, the 2 stages of the cell cycle is interphase, mitosis, and it ends with cytokinesis. Interphase is the longest of the stages. It is made up of the growth or G1 phase, the S or synthesis DNA replication phase, and then G2, the second growth gap phase. Thank you. The second phase in the cell cycle of a cell would be mitosis. Mitosis is represented by its first phase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and then it ends with cytokinesis. Let's begin with prophase. I know that this is prophase because I've seen the centrioles start to develop the mitotic spindles that are going to be used during this cell division mitosis process. I can see the nuclear envelope is starting to break up and degenerate. That's why you see this abnormal structure of the nucleus. You can also see that the DNA is starting to condense and form chromosomes. And also our nucleolus, the little red dot that we saw in interphase, has now disappeared. That is prophase. Moving on to metaphase, which is the next stage in mitosis. I can now see my chromosomes that were condensed and formed in prophase, and they are lining up along the metaphase plate, meaning that they are lining up at the middle. Metaphase, the chromosomes are lining up in the middle. And then we progress on to anaphase. You can continue to see those chromosomes, but now their sister chromatids are starting to split apart. Anaphase, split apart, AA. Okay, and they're moving to opposite poles of the cell. That progresses then into telophase, and telophase is going to be the direct opposite of what happened in prophase. So our mitotic spindle is going to start to disappear. Our cleavage furrow, this cleavage furrow that you see here where the cytoplasma the plasma membrane, is going to start to pinch in on itself, okay? Our nuclear envelope is starting to reappear. Our nucleolus will also start to reappear, and then those chromosomes will then become chromatin, okay? So that is telophase. And then we'll end the life cycle of the cell with cytokinesis. And cytokinesis is where you have that complete cleavage furrow separating the cytoplasma of the 2 new daughter cells. These 2 new daughter cells, 1, 2, are genetically identical to the cell that we started off with. So this is cytokinesis. Cytokinesis means cytoplasmic division. We have divided the cytoplasma of the cell into 2 with 2 genetically identical nuclei inside of those cells. Okay, that is the cell cycle, and that completes mitosis. Thank you. Welcome. The first phase of the cell cycle is interphase. I know that this is interphase because I can see my plasma membrane of the cell. I can see the nucleus. I can see all the strands of genetic material on the inside, and I can also see the little red dot, which is my nucleolus. Interphase is the longest stage of the cell cycle of the 2. The 2 stages of the cell cycle is interphase, mitosis, and it ends with cytokinesis. Interphase is the longest of the stages. It is made up of the growth or G1 phase, the S or synthesis DNA replication phase, and then G2, the second growth gap phase. Thank you.